There's Mr. Enfuego, one half of the Baseball Junkies podcast. Before we get the show going, we just want to make sure that both you, the viewer, and the listener are fully aware that this podcast is not intended to provide any form of investment advice. The opinions expressed here by either the host or any guest do not necessarily reflect the views of any sports card investor, organization, and or entity within the sports card market. Any discussion of sports card values in the past or present is not a guarantee of future performance. Two collectors with a common love of baseball cards. A league of her own, Mr. Enfuego. Welcome to the Baseball Junkies podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Baseball Junkies podcast. This is our special Veterans Day special. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm your host, Adrian from A League of Her Own on YouTube.
And I'm your boy, Mr. Enfuego.
Guys, it's a special one today. That opening scene that we just did. For those of you listening and not watching, we just flashed a couple of clips of both pictures of time when I was in the Army, time when Enfuego was in the Army and the Marines. It's Veterans Day. I want to thank all the veterans out there for your service. The ultimate, some have paid ultimate sacrifices. The whole being in the service is a huge sacrifice. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate veterans before, now, and after from this. It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal for me. It's a huge deal, I know, for Mr. Enfuego. I served a short time in the United States Army. I was a light-wheeled vehicle mechanic. That's how I started my whole mechanic career. I was a mechanic before I started working at Costco. Worked on Humvees and LMTVs. I was, like I said, I was only in for 3 years. My entire enlistment, aside from training posts, I was stationed at Fort Wainwright, Alaska. I'm wearing my battalion's shirt today. I want to show off the back to you a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but was an amazing time of my life. So, it's cold in Alaska. I learned a lot of things.
Not as cold as it is in Fort Drum, though.
True that.
Your people come over to Fort Drum to do their cold weather training.
Yeah. So that was as I said, my military time was short, but huge impact on my life. Mr. Enfuego, however, please tell us about your time. A little bit longer than me.
So, as everybody likes to say outside of YouTube, I enlisted into the military last century. Okay. My military career kicked off in 99 when I joined the Marine Corps, and my contract was for 4 years. I spent 5 because of stop loss due to the fact that we got the phone call to actually go deploy in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom back in 2003. So I was a part of that. Right after that, I went ahead and got out, and I transitioned over into the Army and spent 17 years with them. So my whole military career totaled about 22 years. With the Army, I did 3 tours in Afghanistan. Now, for the Marine Corps, I was a logistician, and going into the Army, I was a little bit more educated on how the recruitment system works. I said, let me go pick a job that doesn't require much, but when you're deployed, you're always told, regardless of what job you've picked in the military, you are always first and foremost a rifleman or riflewoman. So in the Army, I ended up picking human resources, but I was not doing that particular occupation during my 3 tours in Afghanistan. So yeah, if I had to go back and do it all over again, in a heartbeat, because just it takes a certain breed to actually deal with all those variety of personalities from across the country and actually train them on one common thing. So that was the best part. That was the highlight of my career. If I can do it all over again, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. If I could go back and do it again, I would do it. I just wouldn't get married that first time. that time around. That's a different story.
Yeah.
So I know there are lots of you in the chat that are listening and watching us here live tonight that are Marines. I'm sorry, veterans, not just Marines. I know we've got Navy, Army, all of them in there. I know right now I just want a special shout out. Don't normally do this, but we got Matty Ice Cards. You guys check him out. He's in the chat tonight. Click on him, give him a sub. We got Nikki 2 times. Some others that aren't here. I know Hunting
Brandon
Fishing Cards.
Jensen is also a veteran.
Yep. So Hunting Fishing Cards, previously known as Demo. is a veteran as well, and I know there's more, Chuck Dupree, I think, pretty sure Chuck Dupree. Um, there's other people.
There's so many. There's
So
so
just
many of
wanna
us.
thank you guys so much. So, on to the show. Basically, it's still gonna have lots of baseball stuff. We're doing things a little bit differently than normal. We wanna focus on baseball players that were, in the military. Some of them, their careers were disrupted. Their baseball careers were disrupted by their service in, baseball. So, we're gonna really focus more in on that tonight. Also tonight, special night tonight, if anybody does a super chat in the YouTube live tonight, 100% of whatever I earn from this video tonight or here on after is going to be going to the Wounded Warrior Project. That's my go-to charity that I try to donate to as often as possible. I know alone by myself tonight after this live stream, I'm going to go on there and do a $50 donation myself. And then I'm going to tap on whatever else. And I know Mr. Fuego, I don't know. I think you might
I've
already
already
did
I've
yours.
already
Yeah.
did my
Yep.
donation.
So that's one special thing I'm doing tonight. And we're also when we get to the trivia point of our show tonight, we're going to have 3 different trivia questions, and we got some we have prizes for that today.
Yes.
I'm not gonna spoil it yet, but when we get to that, there's gonna be actual like physical prizes to collect on that deal. So without further ado, I would like I'd like to get into some baseball players, I
Let's
think.
do it.
All right, let's go. Here we go. All right, we're starting off showing off a Joe Dimaggio 1941 play ball card. I also wanted to mention we had a really difficult time picking cards. We always do a top 5. We picked 5 cards tonight. They're not in any particular order. I'm going off random here, and it was really, really hard to go down to 5 cards.
Definitely, because there's so many baseball players that are Hall of Famers that actually have served. I mean, just off the top of my head, you got Christy Mathewson, Yogi Berra, Hoyt Wilhelm. The list is abundant, and if you want to know exactly which baseball players are actually a part of that veteran community that we have, Adrian has posted the link of every Hall of Famer who's actually served in the military in her description. Make sure y'all go check that out.
Yes, please do. I will probably throw it up on the screen real quick as well, and then I'm going to get into some information for all of you guys on Joe Dimaggio, and then we'll get on to our other 4 players as well. But here we are from the Baseball Hall of Fame.org. Let me present this to you for those watching with us tonight. Here we go. Kind of a cool picture here of the at the time Cleveland Indians. And this will actually give you guys an idea. Here, I'm going to scroll through slowly. This is the list of these are just baseball players that made it to the Hall of Fame, by the way. There's a whole other list of them that just, didn't make it to the Hall of Fame, but there we go. Served in World War I, and we got World War II, Korean War. And that's the gist of that list right there. Okay, Joe Dimaggio. Joe Dimaggio traded his almost $50,000 salary for a $50 a month salary to enlist in the Army on February 17th, 1943. Right, smack dab in the middle of his career when he was being one of the most outstanding hitting baseball players. He was a Yankee trying to bled blue. He definitely wanted to go be a part of the military during this time. And, he didn't go overseas and do any, he was more of a morale booster. They put him, they kept him in the States, kept him on the Army's baseball team. but it was still very important for him to be in the military at that time to support the country. So you guys all know Joe DiMaggio. And then another thing we wanted to kind of think on today, I know it's in the back of a lot of our minds. It's like if some of these baseball players that went during the middle of the career, what their numbers would have been like if they would have stayed in, because their careers while they were playing, even when they had to leave during like prime time of their careers, are still outstanding numbers.
Exactly. Because I mean, if you think about the first thing that comes to my mind with Joe DiMaggio, that 56 game hitting streak.
100%.
Who knows if it could have been a little more than 56? You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. All right. So, although Joe had developed stomach ulcers and was often in a lot of pain, he continued to serve the military and play for the 7th Army Air Force team until he was given a medical release from the Army on September 14th in 1945. He suited up again for the Yankees the following spring. All right. That's what I have for Joe DiMaggio. Let me show you another fine baseball player that we have on our list today.
the Georgia Peach.
Whew, this is a big one here. Ty Cobb, one of the greatest of all time baseball players. He was credited with setting 90 records during his career. His baseball career spanned 23 years from 1905 to 1928. And the only time he wasn't playing baseball during those 23 years was when he was serving in World War I. Man, his numbers, I got to go his numbers right quick. As a Major League Baseball outfielder and manager, he was with the Detroit Tigers from 1905 to 26. He rounded off his career as an outfielder with the Philadelphia Athletics from 27 to 28. During that time, he had a overall 367 batting average, 4,191 hits, 117 home runs, just under 2,000 RBIs, and just under 900 stolen bases. His less known about Cobb's military service during World War I, although some might say it's his own way of making his military career unique. In 1918, Cobb enlisted in the Chemical Corps branch of the Army and was assigned to the Allied Expeditionary Forces headquarters in France. He was there for 67 days as a captain, serving under Army Major Branch Rickey, who was also a famous baseball player and manager. Coincidentally, the other famous players in the unit, Chrissy Mathewson, was also in his platoon. Cobb and his fellow soldiers were assigned to the Gas and Flame Division and were trained soldiers in preparation for chemical attacks by exposing them to gas chambers in a controlled environment. Sounds about right for Ty Cobb, I feel like.
Definitely.
Ty Cobb. Go ahead.
As a matter of fact, Matty Ice, he actually was a part of the Chemical Corps as well.
Oh, how cool is that? How interesting that is. Ty Cobb, as I just went through his statistics, you guys, amazing ball player. He's known for being quite the controversial player out there because he played hard. He slid into people. He wanted to win. He was
known for spiking everybody. Yes.
Spiking people. Yeah. He was loved and hated for just to put it nicely, I guess. But yeah, another player that, spent some time during his career over in World War II to serve the country. And God, who knows what those numbers would. It's always going to be that what if, but
definitely. I mean,
thankful that he did serve.
I mean, right now the record that stands out to me for Ty Cobb is he leads. He has the highest batting average in baseball history. So I mean, who knows? It could have been higher if he would have never, been drafted or whatever the case may be. I mean, there's so many what ifs with all these players that we're going to be showing up.
Yes, absolutely. And another big what if here. I'm going to show the next ball player we've got. Another famous baseball card for you guys here. The 1951 Willie Mays rookie card. Willie Mays got his first season in 1951, won Rookie of the Year. And that very following season, he got a couple games in, and he went.
He got the phone call.
He got the phone call, and he missed 52 and 53 right after he won Rookie of the Year. Serves in the Army. He was in the Army, and when he comes back, he plays that 54 season. They make it to the World Series. He won MVP for the National League. They didn't win that World Series. They did lose to the Yankees, but it's very impressive. Playing that full year, missing 2 years, coming back, and just like didn't miss a beat.
Well, in all actuality, technically, Willie did not really miss playing on the field because, kind of like with Joe Dimaggio, he was also a part of that specialized unit that actually was designed to boost morale for the troops that was on ground, and he played baseball. He was playing 100%. Baseball at Fort Eustis, Virginia.
Yep, that's 100% correct. So he was, another one of the morale boosters for his unit and for the country during World War. The Korean War.
Yeah, it was Korean War.
He missed 266 MLB games to his military service, but he was playing that entire time. He comes back in 54 and gets a 345 batting average and 41 home runs. That's why he's one of the say hey kid, one of the greatest of all time. All right, let's see who else we got on the list here. All right, that's the 1941 Leaf. Did I get that right?
48.
48. I'm sorry. I was thinking 40. I don't know why I was thinking 41. I was thinking the 41 play ball card of Joe Dimaggio. That's what it was. Okay. 48 Leaf rookie card of Jackie Robinson, which wink, wink. I don't think that's an overrated card. I think that's an amazing card, and I would love to have that in my collection.
Iconic.
Yeah. Jackie Robinson in 1942. He was drafted by and assigned to a segregated Army cavalry unit in Fort Riley, Kansas. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant in 1943. He was assigned to Fort Hood, Texas, where he joined the 761st Black Panthers Tank Battalion. On July 6th, this is a highlighted moment during his military career. On July 6th, 1944, he boarded an Army bus. The driver ordered Robinson to move to the back of the vehicle, and he refused. The driver called the military police, which took Robinson into custody, and he was court-martialed but acquitted. So, just something to take into perspective, which I know a lot of us have seen movies or read other stuff of what Jackie Robinson had to go through every day, not just in the military. It was very difficult for him to be the first African-American baseball player in the MLB, but he was such a strong-minded, amazing individual that to me screams perfect for the Army as an army, like an Army lieutenant or captain, or a leader of some sort. And he is serving his country, and he gets court-martialed for not sitting in the right spot in a bus at the time that somebody perceived it.
Yep. So, and just a fun fact, the unit that he was actually assigned to, they was actually nicknamed the Black Panthers due to the fact of the segregation.
Yes. After his acquittal, he was transferred to Camp Breckenridge, Kentucky, where he served as a coach for Army athletics until receiving an honorable discharge in 1944. And then, as you guys might know, in 45, he went on to play with the Missouri Kansas City Monarchs, which kind of the beginning of his minor league career.
Yep.
Yeah, Jackie Robinson. All right, we've got one more to show you today. Can you guys guess what it is? Here we go. That was a very nice Ted Williams baseball card we are showing there. For me, I don't know how you feel, Mr. Fuego, but when I think of baseball players and military service, Ted Williams is the first one that pops into my head, just because he had such a, for lack of a better word, such a cool military career.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was, not once but twice affected his playing time in the MLB. He was a fighter pilot. He served. Like, when you think of someone serving in the military now, there's all kinds of people in the military doing all different kinds of things at all times. But, a lot of us think of like the movies and people, crashing planes and going through the jungle and things like that. And he falls into that category. So,
I mean, what gets me, what I find significant about Ted Williams' career is not only did he serve in 2 conflicts, this man left the military with 3 air medals. Okay.
That's huge. That is huge.
Yeah. He won a Presidential Medal of Freedom, a Navy Unit Commendation. He earned, I'm not going to say he won because there was no prize. He got the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the American and Asian Pacific Campaign Medal, World War II Victory Medal, National Defense Service Medal, and an abundance of other awards that, are not handed to you, for lack of better terms.
Absolutely. Another like well-known fact that happened with Ted Williams, he was hit by North Korean forces and safely crash landed. He was uninjured and flew again the following day, but again took enemy fire over Chimpinato. Afterward, Williams developed pneumonia and an inner ear problem that hampered his flying ability. This bout of illness influenced Williams to leave the Marines in 1953. He flew 39 missions. You guys know, and just in case you don't know, Ted Williams, probably one of the best hitters of all time in the MLB. He played for the Boston Red Sox. He's got records still to this day.
Especially that 406 batting average.
Yes. Just an amazing player. He missed 5 years of baseball, right?
Yes.
In the peak
of missed 5 total seasons.
In the peak of his career, and he still put up numbers that surpassed anyone he was playing. It was just
he would have been up there with Ty Cobb, in my opinion.
Absolutely. But like I said, his numbers still, even with missing that much time, he still surpassed so many people. So it begs the question, man. I think, did he come back that first time he came back when he was 27? He missed years right in the peak of his career. Right. And as Mr. Fuego said, there are links to all of these facts in the description in case you were interested. When I was going through this week, I learned a lot, and it's really interesting to hear what these baseball players went through during that time. It's a different time. It's when conflicts happen now, you don't hear about people leaving. Well, that's not entirely true, but for the most part, you don't hear about a lot of famous people leaving and signing up to go fight overseas and stuff like that. So it's just a really honorable thing to do, big sacrifice. And it's just, these legends will be known forever, not just because of their baseball.
Because a lot of these players were pretty much drafted, but then you actually had a selected few that volunteered for service.
Yeah, 100%.
Ted Williams was actually one of them.
Yes. And he didn't I think he was offered to play baseball here and stay that, and he's like, "Oh no, 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 no.
No.
No, I'm going." And to be a fighter, man, to be
Yeah.
a pilot is
Basically, hold my beer. I
yeah.
got a country to support.
Yeah. So a salute to all of these baseball players here
Definitely.
and the several more that we aren't going to be able to talk about today. We'll take you all the rest of the weekend and into next week if we do that. But like I said, all those links are in the description in case you're interested to see who else. There's a lot of big names that I left off of there, like off the Christy Mathewson, Ernie Banks that served in the military. Just throwing some more names out there. Check it out. It's fun. It's really interesting to get into that stuff.
Now, we did bring up players who served in the military from way back when. We want to go ahead and bring up two individuals that actually has served recently. And by recently, I mean, within the last 30 years. Okay. I'm just going to give it that much cushion. The first one I wanted to go ahead and bring up, okay, is none other than a man by the name of Pat Tillman. Okay. So if you don't really know about Pat Tillman, he had pretty much a locked in career in the NFL. Okay. But he decided to put that on the back burner and go serve Old Glory. So with Pat and his brother Kevin, actually, they both actually made the commitment and enlisted on the 31st of May, 2002. All right. They both went through basic training together. They both joined the Army, actually. And both of them pretty much followed the same career path. They both went through Ranger School. Okay. They both were assigned to the 2nd Ranger Battalion, who is out of Fort Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. And then shortly after, Tillman, I know he did a deployment to Iraq, but then he also did a deployment in Afghanistan in a what we call a FOB, or a forward observing base. Okay. And during a deployment, I do know that Mr. Tillman actually succumbed to some injuries that he sustained while deployed in 2004. And as a way of paying homage to him, they ended up naming one of these outposts FOB Tillman, if you will. And I was actually fortunate enough to actually spend some time on FOB Tillman. So I mean, this is something in the military. They always preach to you selfless service is basically one of our core values, and it doesn't get any bigger than this. This man left a career in the NFL making buku money just to go serve his country. I mean, it really goes without saying, just being in the location that was named after this gentleman, it was a blessing and an honor to be on the same stomping grounds as he was.
absolutely. And I mean, that is one of the cards, non-baseball cards, that I've always got an eye out for is Pat Tillman cards, because of his unbelievable story. So yeah, thank you for sharing that, Mr. Foyer. That's a good one. You've got another
I
good one.
do have another, and to be honest, I actually had the distinct pleasure and honor of actually serving with this man in the same unit. And I'm talking about a Alejandro Villanueva. Okay. He's another one who basically kind of followed the same footsteps as Pat Tillman. He started out with the Eagles. Then he ended up being traded over, or he ended up signing with the Steelers. But then in 2010, he actually left the NFL to go serve his country. And with this gentleman, he pretty much, as soon as he enlisted, he went to Ranger School, did that extra training that a lot of us either have not done or just cannot do. I'm one of them. No, I ain't doing it. But he ended up being stationed after his time in Georgia. He ended up coming to the North Country, which is Fort Drum, New York. And he actually joined my specific unit, which was the 2nd Battalion, 87th Infantry Regiment. You know, he was an officer, and he ended his career. His career lasted 5 years. He ended his career at the rank of a captain. Okay, and some of the awards that he actually finished his career with was two Bronze Star medals with a V device. And for those of you who are not aware of what the V stands for, is basically valor, which means you've done something that goes above and beyond your actual duties, not warranting of a Medal of Honor, but it's along those same lines. And if you scroll back down, Adrian, is that Pat Tillman? Okay, yeah, that's Pat Tillman. If you was to go to their Wikipedia, you would see the layout of the awards that these gentlemen actually had. And just Pat Tillman, I saw a Purple Heart. He has a Bronze Star.
This is Alejandro, isn't it? Not Pat Tillman.
Okay, I'm behind on YouTube. But yes, this is Alejandro Villanueva. He's a big boy. Yep. And when I actually met him, because again, I was human resources in the Army. When he came in to check in the unit, I broke my neck just meeting the gentleman. Okay, so these are two gentlemen that actually stuck out to me that left what I would consider the life of luxury to serve what they love most. Okay, so I mean, if you didn't know, and if you want to go do a little more history, little research on it, there's so much correspondence out there on YouTube, Google, everything like that. Feel free to go check them out. I guarantee you it's worth the couple of minutes of your time.
All right. Well, should we talk about some cards now?
Let's talk about some cards.
Let's get into some cards. Everyone's here for the baseball cards. Let's do product reviews.
Let's do product reviews.
So a little bit different today, of course. So this whole Veterans Day special is a little bit different. We're going to talk about some like veteran military influenced card sets and things of that nature. Mr. Fuego, I just want to give you a heads up. The Streamlab is acting up and it's not letting me present things as quickly as I'd like to. So you might be getting glitched on your end, but just a heads up on that.
Okay.
Would like to start with the Desert Storm set, I believe, if it'll let me share it.
1991 Topps.
Yes, I'm going to do my best to share it. If not, you do your best to talk about it. We'll see what we can do here. But it is a set from 1991, height that, when Desert Storm was occurring. And I really want to share the pictures with those of you that are watching here on YouTube. We'll see how well that goes right about. Okay, it's working. Here we go. Maybe. All right. As you can see here, we're showing a box. Topps Desert Storms got the, very 1990-ish looking cartoon fonts looking there. It was 50 cents a pack. Those were the days, were they not? And inside you see several pictures here. Like, for example, the first one they're showing here is of George Bush, Commander-in-Chief, President at that time.
Not George W.
Not George W. George H.
George H.W. Bush. Yep. Big Daddy Bush.
Go. We got Pilot's Eye View. So it's kind of, kind of a fun set. I mean, got that camo theme, that Desert Storm camo theme around the borders there. Had some different series here. I don't remember that, but I can see here that you got Series 1, Coalition for Peace. We have Series 2, Victory Series. There's a nice Huey. I'm sorry, I'm just reminiscing of my times of riding in one of those, and I can only imagine now. I'm almost being sick while I was in one of those. So it's like riding a roller coaster. But if I went one now, Lord have mercy. Look at that. Good old Dick Cheney there. We've got the checklist here. They're showing General Colin Powell. We've got a Tomahawk cruise missile being launched. We've got, let's see, how many cards were in this list here?
This one, I believe it was a 792 card set, base set.
The days of overprinting were amongst us here, but kind of a cool set.
Definitely is. Now, if you're interested in actually looking at possibly acquiring this kind of set, on eBay, they're only going for $10.
Yeah, if you see here, so I don't know. That might be a fun rip. Pick it up one of these days and do a little presentation of that. But so that's 1991.
With this particular set, the best card that I like, in my opinion, is the one that they have a Storm and Norman.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I gotta look that up on eBay and see if I can't present that right in a minute here. But before I do that, let's talk about, as far as baseball cards go and Desert Storm goes, I feel like these are the go-tos. These are the ones you want to collect because of the rarity.
Now, keep in mind, though, I don't mean to cut you off, Adrian.
No, it's cool.
For those of you who are old enough to know about Desert Storm, okay, it was a two-named operation. You had Desert Storm, which is the set that we just showed, and then they also had Desert Shield. Now, Desert Shield is what a lot of old school collectors would deem a short printed set. Granted, a lot of the sets in the 90s were mass produced. We're talking about the tens of thousands, maybe the hundreds of thousands. But with this particular set, there was no more than maybe 7,000 sets made for this particular item. I mean, Adrian's got the screen up right there, and they actually highlighted a couple of key players in this set.
Yes, we're seeing on that set there. Key players are Chipper Jones, his rookie cards in that, number 333. Nolan Ryan, number 1. Greg Maddux, number 33. Frank Thomas, 79. Ozzie Smith, number 130. Cal Ripken Jr., 150. Mark McGuire was number 270. Kirby Puckett, 300. Barry Bonds, 570. And, of course, the kid, Ken Griffey Jr. at 790. I was just about to say, and it's kind of interesting that they've got a section on Cardboard Connect. Yes, these are highly faked. So this is something you need to be really careful if you do purchase them raw. Hopefully PSA's got it dialed in and is not grading any fake ones, but there are a lot of people that try to fake these by putting taking a 1991 set and putting a stamp on there. Let's see, does it say any? Yeah, that my personal take on that. If you, this is what I would do, and I've been dabbling in baseball cards like long enough. I feel like I would only buy it if it was graded.
Correct.
Just so I have peace of mind that it is real. I've watched several videos on how to determine it, but I just feel like I just wouldn't be a good advocate for figuring that out in person. I've always wanted to get Ricky Henderson one of these. I don't know. He wasn't on the list. I was surprised, but there's we're showing the nice Craig Biggio one they had here. So, like Mr. Fuego said, they are super rare. So they're not all like overpriced or anything, but the bigger names, they can go for a little bit graded at least. And then, like I said, buying them raw can be kind of a crapshoot.
Yes,
But
because I
yeah.
mean, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, you'll
Mhm.
notice that there's some eBay auctions going on right now.
Yeah.
There
Yep.
is a PSA near mint 8.5 Chipper Jones that is asking for $7,500.
Yeah.
You
So
know, not saying that he is or is not gonna get that asking price, but this is a set that, it's in the 90s era is a dime a dozen.
which one did you just say? Oh, 75. Yeah. I'm just looking at the current bid. You see the current bids on the
I do, yeah.
Cal Ripken and Dale Murphy right here. Those are high
Yep,
enough, but yeah. What is that? The were you talking about this Chipper Jones one here? Or which one were
correct,
you
yep,
speaking of? Yeah.
uh-huh, that
That
Chipper Jones.
actually that 75, I was just I just read the thing and it says it's a partial set. So it's 136 cards for 7,500.
Oh,
So that
well, I
I
mean,
would research, I don't know if
okay.
that's still, but yeah,
So,
I was gonna
if
say
you
for the
scroll a little further down, second
yeah,
row, there is an authentic Chipper Jones near mint non-graded asking for 575.
yeah. I like that. I like that eBay game they're playing there where they write high grade in
Yeah.
the don't be scammed by that, guys. Just because somebody writes high grade in it don't mean nothing necessarily.
Oh,
You never know.
I found the Ricky Henderson for you.
Oh, snap. What is it,
Scroll a
like,
little further
20
down.
is it further down? Oh, yeah,
Right
the
there.
All-Star oh, not bad. See, should I risk it? Should I risk it for the biscuit, guys? Speaking of which, by the way, guys, tonight's show is going to be extended. There will be no after-hour show. We're gonna do it right here on the podcast after we get through our segments here. I wanna know in the chat if anybody's got any of these Desert Shields and how you acquired them and things of that
I could
nature
think of one
because
person who has at least one of these Desert Shield cars.
is it Adam's Card
I'm not
Closet?
gonna mention Adam's car closet, but I know
Okay.
one person who actually has one.
I feel like it's Adam's Card Closet, and it might be a Chipper Jones or somebody else on the Braves, but I feel pretty strongly about the Chipper Jones.
Yeah.
So yeah, this this is a set I feel like even non-military thinking type people like us go for because of the rarity of it. And
This is the
I mean,
set I would wanna go for if I was shooting for a set made in the 90s.
100% because for those of you that lived through the 90s, I know we've got some younger people, but like Desert Storm, like that was a huge
It
deal
was a
in the
big deal.
90s. And it was I remember in school, I think it was in elementary school, 91. Yeah, I remember writing letters to soldiers, and
Mhm.
I feel like they sent me back some of the Desert Storm cards, not the shields, the storms,
Right.
and they different
And that's
type of
you know what? You brought up a good point. This specific set was actually shipped to soldiers that was actually deployed overseas.
yes. Did we not say that? Because that's a huge deal of explaining why it was so rare. They were all shipped overseas to soldiers, so they weren't available for sale here until soldiers brought them back and tried to sell them. So,
Exactly.
uh, dang, cool set, cool set. All right. Now, those are the sets we were wanting to focus on today. We just also wanted to kind of talk about different like military influenced events, cards, things of that nature. You guys know in like flagship products, we're chasing those camo numbered cards. So
Mhm.
kind of if you're watching, we've got our like a camouflage like background, and for the most part, these cards will come out and they've got a border that's got some kind of camo print. We've seen a little digital, we've seen a little bit of this and that. Um, very, usually very low numbered. I know I should pull one up here. Well, why have I not gotten on eBay yet? Because there's so much. There's so
Well,
much
while she's doing that, yeah, kind of to piggyback off of what she's saying, a lot of these sets after the 90s, they do throw a little pizzazz or a little taste of something military influenced, even if it's so much as a camouflage variation border, or something kind of like with a like the red, white, and blues that you would find in Prism or things like that. It it's I like how these manufacturers throw in little military inspired variations. They make it real tasteful.
Yes, absolutely. So as we can see here, God, so cool looking. We've got a 2023 Topps Ronald Acuna. This one is PSA graded 10 Memorial Day camo. I wish I can just make this. Here we go. Click to enlarge so you guys get a good look. That's a really cool
Yeah.
border they have going on that. Those are numbered. I always like to double check. Numbered out of 25. So super short printed, super sought after. That's this current year's flagship product for Topps as far as baseball goes. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, just lost my screen. Let's look up. I'm trying to think what year they started doing this, but I'm gonna go back 2017 and see if they had. Oh yeah, they sure do. And let's see if StreamYard will allow me to share this. Oh no, it's doing it's being a little temperamental, so forgive me, guys. But as you can see here, every year flagship products come out camo, and it's not just Topps. They do it in other sports, other sets. I've seen Panini camo prints and things of that nature. Usually go for a good amount of money, and it's a way to, show respects to the military. Speaking of which, Mr. Fuego and I know sported our hats when they came out this past year for Memorial Day. Baseball teams during that Memorial Day weekend or the few days around it, they'll have these Memorial Day influenced hats. This was 2023's, my Oakland A's one. Mr. Fuego's got his Yankees. I have previous year up there. That's all camo, just like the background we're showing here on YouTube. That one I try not to touch too much because Dallas Braden signed that for me at a game. So that was cool. And yeah. You got any other?
I
Ooh,
mean, there's really no ending to how the sport of baseball and the military coincide with each other. It's refreshing to see how, and it's not just baseball. You've got all these other sports that they pay tribute and homage to those that have served, are serving, or hell, even plan on serving.
yes.
Like I know MLB, they have Armed Forces Appreciation Day, where the teams they alter their uniforms with some form of camouflage in their uniforms to show respect and pay homage to the service members and everything like that. So I mean, it's kind of awesome to see, because just a little history lesson. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are aware. For those veterans before Adrian and I, and those of you that are actually in the chat or who are listening in on the podcast via regular platform or whatnot, those that came home from like the Vietnam War, the Korean War, they didn't get no welcome home. There was, as soon as they got off that bus, they was hit with a whole bunch of protests of being labeled baby killers and everything like that. I'm glad to see those times are over with, for the most part. And those that actually went out and served their country are being more welcomed home. They're getting a more receptive feeling and everything like that. And you've got all these other organizations, MLB, NFL, so on and so forth, that's actually paying tribute to those individuals that sacrifice being away from their family and their personal life for a better cause.
Yes, absolutely. So, with that, I also want to talk about there are several companies that are doing Veteran Day specials. Want to give you guys heads up on that. Like I said, I've been trying to share screens here. I'm not going to be able to do that right now. So I do have banners here. For example, company that we talk about pretty much every week. We are not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form. We do have promo codes with them. When people use our promo codes, we earn not money, but like credit to use towards getting more products from Card Shells.
Yes.
Just FYI. So right here, Card Shells. They're having a Veterans Day event for 15% off. This is higher than our promo. So use this one right now. You use veterans_23 in the checkout. I know everybody collecting cards and have been doing it for a while. You get like kind of connected to the products you use and don't like to shy away and try new things. You need to try. Just get yourself a pack of sleeves. Just give it a try. Card Shells, sleeves, toppler. They got everything. They're pre-cut on the little corner, so it makes it easier. They're the most easiest, like glidey, slidey sleeves I've ever used. They've got really crystal clear, very nice top loaders. Definitely check Card Shells out. Card Shells also is veteran owned. Anytime you make a purchase on there, you can round up a few cents or whatever, and all that goes to the Wounded Warrior Project, as we discussed earlier today.
And an actual extra perk that Card Shells is doing for everybody who makes a purchase on their website using their code, they're actually doubling their donations to the Wounded Warrior Project.
Oh, snap. I need to go buy some right after this. So check out Card Shells. Dave and Adams, that's another one that if you go on their site, they are having Veterans Day. So if you're already a Dave and Adams member, you earn like triple points. Is that correct?
You earn certain points, but during the Veterans Day holiday, they're actually offering triple points for every purchase.
Okay, cool. David Adams. They also, when I went on their site earlier, they also have a Veterans Day like supplies liquidation thing going on right now.
I got the site up if you wanted to show it.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. There we go.
This is what they got right now. You know, if you actually have an account with David Adams, which I know a lot of us do, okay, they got the deals, and every purchase you make, you get triple points towards whatever perks they actually offer. Okay. And then they also have the liquidation sale. So just going on that, you know, this is some of the stuff they actually have. So, for example, they got a BCW pack of top loaders, 25 count. Initially, there was $10. They're only charging $5.
Snap. That's a deal.
That is a deal. I mean, you really can't go wrong with some of the deals that a lot of these distributors actually offer. But predominantly, the biggest one that actually is showing some love, for lack of better terms, for this veterans would be Dave and Adams, because I know personally that there's a couple of employees with them that are veterans, because there is a Air Force base not too far from Dave and Adams.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. We were looking on the other sites like Blowout Cards and things like that. Right. They're kind of taking the. I didn't see any Veterans Day specials, but they're already starting early, like November deals.
Yep,
kind of
the
thing.
Black Friday deals.
Yeah, so Dave and Adams Card Shells were the two big ones for us, at least, that we saw doing Veterans Day specials. So we wanted to pass that on to you. If you're a veteran, by the way, and you're listening, like there's so many deals just type in Veterans Day deals. Like,
yes,
there's 100 places you can go to right now and get like a free meal or.
I tapped into Applebee's.
Yeah. Chili's. Oh yeah. Starbucks. Get yourself a cup. Yeah, for reals. So, okay. one other thing I want to just throw out real quick, and then we're going to start doing some fun stuff. We're going to get to our trivia, and then we're going to start answering questions and talking to you guys more in the chat. There's a lot of veterans out there that struggle, and a lot of them struggle silently, and things of that nature. So if you, know anybody that's struggling, I just wanted to throw this out today. www.veteranscrisisline.net. It's got phone numbers and all other kinds of information on there. A lot of you guys are doing it today, and we appreciate it so much. You're thanking your veterans, and it does mean a lot. And also, check in with them every now and again. You just
Definitely.
never know. You just never know. So,
I mean, the plus thing of what's going on with this whole site that Adrian has posted up, if you've seen on social media or even on YouTube the term 22 a day, okay, that number has actually dropped, okay, to about 16 or 17 of soldiers or service members that have been identified as going through these struggles, and were not able to deal with them because they didn't really know where to get the help at. So I mean, if you happen to know somebody who served in the military at any point, or whether it's a year or 20 years, this is the site that you want to refer them to.
100%. All right, guys. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Let's do some trivia now. We're doing 3 different questions tonight. 3 different trivia questions.
And some of the answers was already posted early on in the podcast.
We
hopefully you remember.
We prepped you all. For if you've been listening this whole time, and I know there's a lot of you that are super smart on this baseball stuff, you'll know. We're doing 3 different questions, and we're doing 3 different prizes. I'm going to say what the prize is before each question, one at a time. That's how I think I'm going to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So first one, before I start to throw the question, is going to be $30 credit towards my channel, my card sales I do every Wednesday. If you see something on my eBay, or I also want to throw out there, maybe you want a Costco box. You don't have a Costco by you. I'll hook you up with a Costco box, which will be either ripped and shipped at when you want, or I can ship it to you sealed. So that's going to be the first one today. All right, $30 Costco box. They're 30. They're about $30. So here we go with these very excellent questions that Mr. Enfuego put together. Thank you so much, sir. Let's get it. Question number 1. Get your keyboards ready. Here we go. All right. What was that question, Mr. Enfuego?
So the question, for those of you that are not tuning in on the live stream with us this evening, the question is, this particular Hall of Famer has the most World Series championship rings of any player and has served in the United States Navy during World War II. Who is he? And your answer should have been Yogi Berra. And as a little fun fact, with all these answers, I threw a little fact in regards to the military service as well. So Yogi Berra should have been your answer, and he actually served as a machine gunner during the D-Day invasion.
Nice. All right. I see a winner. Did you get Jeffrey DeMarco?
Yes, I did.
That's what I got as well. Jeffrey,
congratulations, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, you can get $30 to spend on my sales every Wednesday. Or if you see something on my eBay, let me know. Jeffrey, I know you've got my email. I think I've mailed you stuff before. I'm pretty certain. Or let me know if you'd like a Costco box. You can type that in the chat now or email me, whichever works best for you. Congratulations, Jeffrey. That's freaking awesome. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
All right. For winner number 2, you will be winning a $30 credit for Mike at Ripping for Rookies channel. He does breaks every well, I want to say every week, every other week. He does them pretty often. He's got I think a Chronicles break coming
As of
up.
right now, he does have a Chronicles
Yes.
break planned, and it's already been announced. So if you plan on getting into that Chronicles break, I got you covered.
There we go. $30 for Mike over at Ripping for Rookies. I'm going to run the question. Maybe Mr. Boyer, you could put his link in the chat. And yeah, we'll get that question rolling. Here we go.
All right. So the second question is, this Hall of Famer underwent basic training in Fort Riley, Kansas. Sorry to hear that. And he was assigned to the 761st Tank Battalion as a second lieutenant and ultimately ended his career via court-martial. Who is he? And the answer to that question should be none other than a Mr. Jackie Robinson. And just a known fact, he was court-martialed for refusing to go to the back of a military segregated bus. However, Jackie was acquitted of all charges and was honorably discharged.
All right. And the winner for that, I believe, is the Card Hobbyist.
I have the Card Hobbyist.
Congratulations, Card Hobbyist.
So, Patrick, if you're looking to get into a break, whether it be this one that Mike has coming up or any future ones, just get a hold of me and I got you covered.
There we go for that. All right. Oops. Winner number 2. I'm just making notes here. Okay. Last but not least, we've got a $50 credit going towards anything at thecarddeal.com. He's in the chat with us tonight. Click on his name. I hope he's a
he's been
moderator.
posting.
I just want to make sure he's a moderator so you can actually click on his name. And so you can actually go to his website, which is thecarddeal.com. He's got stuff for sale on there. He's been doing card sales every Friday as well, and occasionally other random ones during the weekends and stuff like that to get personals ripped. He's got a break coming up. He's got graded cards and some raw cards, stuff like that. All kinds of cool stuff. He's a very supportive, very generous member of the community. As Mike from Ripping Rookies is as well. I was going to say as the rest of us. I'm in that list. That's kind of conceited. I'm sorry.
I just put the Card Deals website into the chat, so go check it out.
It's a fun channel. There's usually a lot of comedy going on in there.
Don't expect for Card Deal to pay attention to you in the chat though. Just a shameless plug.
I always have a lot of fun there. I'm always try to be there at least every Friday, and he's got great videos as well. So definitely check him out. $50 towards his channel for the final question. Hopefully I play the right one here. Oh, here we go.
All right. Once again, for question number 3, the question is, this Hall of Famer only had 2 breaks away from baseball to serve his country. Who is this player? And your answer should have been none other than Mr. Ted Williams, who actually served in both World War II and the Korean War.
I got Adam's card closet. What'd you get?
That shocker.
I know people are saying, of course he won, but there was 2 other questions that before him that other people won. So I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Adam, congratulations.
Congratulations, Adam.
I'm pretty sure you're familiar with thecarddeal.com. Mike, Ripping for Rookies, I'll email you. Or maybe in Fuego, whatever, about Jeffrey. No, Jeffrey's with me. Just kidding. Haha. He got the card hobbyist, Mike Ripping for Rookies. Adam, I'm going to email your stuff to the card deal. You got $50. He's got a big archives break coming up, but Adam, knowing you might check out his website. He's got some slabs on there that you might like. Or other Braves cards. He's got quite the collection, and he's a good dude. So those are our trivia questions. Thank you guys so much. I will be highlighting the 3 of you on the website this entire week as well. Try to get you some extra subscribers for your channels. Now let's wrap. Should we do banter?
Let's do a banter.
Let's do banter. Let's talk about our week. Here we go. Well, guys, we've made it to our favorite part of the podcast. Like I said, we're extending tonight. There's no after-hour show because we're going to have it right here on the podcast. We're just going to keep on going for this Veterans Day special. I had a very nice Veterans Day. I got a lot of thank yous and text messages from a lot of you here in the chat, a lot of family members, things like that. I had a beautiful hike with my dogs this morning, and then I've been working on this the rest of the day, reading about a lot of ball players and, reminiscing about times in the military and things of that nature. And it's been a good day. How about you, boss?
Well, today was great. The week, not so much. And I say that because I now am convinced USPS is a broken system.
Oh, yeah.
What do I mean by that? So this past Monday, I sent out a package. Well, I attempted to send out a package to Adrian for her upcoming SILCO sale. And I kept monitoring it. I seen its movement. It made it all the way to Portland, Oregon. And I think that was on the 7th, which was a Thursday or a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, I checked the next day. It somehow made its way back to Florida. Okay. So I called USPS and I'm like, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, why is it that a package that I sent out going to Oregon made it to Oregon, but now it's making a U-turn to come back to Florida? So the guy that I was actually talking to was like, oh, crap. It was supposed to go to Oregon, but it's here in Florida. I was like, really? No. You could have fooled me.
Awesome.
So basically what he was trying to say was when it made it to one of the mail hubs that we have here in Florida, probably mishandled the label for whatever reason. And when it made it to Portland, somebody on that end looked at it and it showed a Florida address. So he ended up scanning it, putting it back on the plane, and it made it back here. So I went ahead and called and we got that taken care of. So the package that's supposed to make it to Adrian in a timely manner will still make it, but it should have been there by now. Okay. As of right now, when I checked it this evening prior to the podcast, it's actually back in Portland.
Oh man, I'm fortunate. My post office here in Central Point is good. Like I've never, knock on wood, had any issues with them, but I know big issues other places and stuff.
Right.
I want to do a quick shout out because I want get started talking to people in the chat and answering
Yeah.
any of their questions. I'm gonna try to shout out all y'all as best I can. And again, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hitting that like. We've had a lot of people. I mean, there's 25 people in here right now. It's freaking awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh, right off the bat, there's Mrs. Judy. That's my aunt. Thank you so
What's up,
much.
Auntie Judy?
We got Sean, the Jedi Master. We got Card Hobbyist, one of our winners tonight. We got Joe. We got White Sock Town. We got Rocky. We got Diamond Princess. Kenny, what's up?
Kenny
Thank you guys
Weaver.
so much. Hunter. Who else we got here?
We got
Adam.
Doug from Don't Talk to Robots. Oh, almost forget.
He's live tonight.
Doug is actually going live tonight to announce his winner of the Red October VR that he put out. So make sure y'all tune in after that.
Doug's channel, Don't Talk to Robots, is a fun channel. Always puts me in a good mood. I'm always laughing. He did a really awesome like VR contest. VR is video response. And for those of you that don't know, and you had to show off 5 red cards. Didn't have to be like specific, but just red cards for Red October. And I know that live stream is going to be off the chain tonight. I set my notifications. Consider doing the same.
Yes.
We got Tim from Double T Sports. He's been pumping out the videos.
While you're shouting everybody out,
Matty,
I got to go take care of a unforeseen circumstance real quick. Give me one moment.
I got you. Double T, I said, we got Matty Ice here. Also, fellow veteran. Thank you. Lisa Z's in the house. What's up, girl? We need to exchange phone numbers, Lisa, because I need to text you instead of like trying to message you and email you. I got stuff to tell you. Your cards she's got some PSA cards in the works and they're moving along good. Just want to keep you posted. What else we got? Card Hobbies Tom. Did I meet Hunter? What's up, Hunter? Card Deal Arnie, of course. Guys, click on his link, subscribe. Adam's Card Club. Nikki, 2 times fellow veteran. Hoorah. Thank you so much for your service. And if there's anybody else, Magnus Canada, he's here. Ooh. I've been conversing with him this week. I've been conversing with Magnus. That's all I'm going to say. You guys might know why. I've been conversing. Things will be announced soon. Welcome back, Mr. Fuego.
Thank you.
Fraylin's in the house.
What's up, Fraylin?
And hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Mr. Lucky was here. Or is here?
Yeah, Mr. Lucky was here.
All right. So what do you guys got going in that card world? I finally got well, I shouldn't say finally. You guys know I love Boba Fett and I collect Boba Fett. The Golden Mirror SP, I was able to get one off of eBay at a good price, so I've got that coming. I showed off. I had the Supernova from Cosmic came in. I've got another Costco box for myself to open. Center Hill Cards. What's up? Center Hill, you're military veteran too, I believe. I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I've got cards sitting here for you still from a SILCO order that you had held over. Jeremy's here, 2011 Cards fan. That cards is for Arizona Cardinals, not the St. Louis Cardinals, FYI. Lucky is okay. So Mr. Lucky is my Uncle Bobby. So Uncle Bobby and or Mr. Lucky and Miss Judy, my aunt that live here in Oregon. That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hunter's talking about Chronicles. I was just about to watch an opening of that. I haven't seen it open yet. I know Mr. Fuego's seen a little bit, and I know A's fan Jim is here. I know Mike's doing a break with Chronicles soon, so we'll see how that goes. Shoot. Desert Shields. Now, I kind of saw the comments as we were talking. I think Magnus said he had like 25 of them.
Yeah.
The Desert Shields. That's freaking cool. I'm curious, like, do you feel like confident that they're I'm sure they're real. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to I don't want to bum anybody out, but I'm just always those are ones I'm nervous about being fake. Like we just did I can't say it because I haven't put the video out yet. Never mind. PSA order that hopefully will be out tomorrow. There's a card that my friend Jebin put in there that it was about getting it graded to see if it was real and not fake. So that's a fun one. Yeah. Oh, Tom asked, what do you think of the archives lunch boxes? I'm going to, God, if they'll let me.
Honestly, what they have right now, even though it's only 4 different players, they're good. Would love to have seen a bigger checklist for lunch boxes.
Yeah, but I love them. I like what they did. Let's see. I want to share those so bad with a picture so people can see them. So as we talked about last week, the hobby boxes came out, 2 autos, regular hobby box or whatever. So in the collector's box, we just knew it was going to be smaller, like half of a hobby box. You get 1 auto. But what they didn't share until they came out, I'm going to be able to share it. Yes. Is they come in these lunch pails. The cards come in these lunch pails. So you get an auto. I want to click to enlarge this so you guys can see it. So there's the Jackie Robinson one. There's Roberto Clemente, Babe Ruth, and Hank Aaron. Those are the 4. So I love it. You guys can kind of see
Tom is asking, would you know if there is a Costco in Knoxville, Tennessee?
I would be able to check that if I was at work. I'm not at work right now, Tim, but I have your phone number. I'll message you and let you know.
While she's going through this product, I'm going to go through the Costco website and find out now.
Ooh, I wonder, I don't even know if they're available online. That's a good idea to check. And then see how much more they are because of shipping or whatever. But if you need one, Tim, I wouldn't upcharge you. You just have to pay for the cards and the shipping, or I can, if I rip and ship it for you, like on a live or something like that, the shipping would be less because you can, consolidate it. Cause I've got one sitting here that I'm hopefully going to open and they're just the same size as those super boxes that they had earlier in the year. So,
all right. So yeah. White Sox Tom, I did find 2 Costco locations in Tennessee. There's one in Farragut, Tennessee, and then the pharmacy is on Kingston Pike. That's the only place that they have out there.
I love the lunch pails. Card Deal says, I heard cases that have the same lunch boxes. That would suck. If you had a case of those and you got all the same one.
Well, there is a case, and I think there's 10 lunch pails in one case.
Just want to do a quick cheers to the veterans out there and to all of you for being here. What's up, Aiden?
How you doing, Aiden?
What? I just pulled a Volpe out of 10. It's the card with the black hats. Lisa?
Nice. What? Congratulations.
Oh my God, Lisa. Email me a picture so I can put it up right now live. That's so awesome. Congratulations. Dang, I want to open my Costco box now. I had Jebin over here when we were filming that PSA video, and he was going through my cards here of what was going in, and he saw your Dynasty A-Rod card.
Yeah.
And he was like, ooh, that's a sexy card. Is it okay if I show it?
By all means.
Oh my God. God, Topps Dynasty looks so good.
Yes.
That is such a nice looking card. So you were talking about in archives that Alex, he has 3 different cards in that set?
So yeah, I was looking at the checklist, and my PC guy Alex Rodriguez, he actually has cards in the 3 uniforms that he actually played for. He played for the Rangers, played for the Mariners, and he played for the Yankees. So, but lately, every Archives product that I have
Yeah, and
seen,
you were saying you've only saw the ones when he's in the
I've
mirror?
only seen him in a Mariners uniform, which I'm a little stumped
Yeah,
about.
I'm gonna have to look up.
I'm actually going to the checklist now to find out,
Yeah, do that.
what the hell. But there's some other upcoming sets that we should be paying attention to, isn't there?
Upcoming sets that are coming out? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Archives came out. We didn't really talk about like that. We did see openings of that. It seems super fun. I wouldn't go crazy on this product. The value and the autos, I've seen some good, I've seen the bad, but it's not something like if you're collecting, you might be all about this set. You got the 3 different years. You got the there's some cool stuff I've seen come out of it. I'm going to say that. If you got bottomless pockets of money, definitive.
Card
You want to
deal.
talk about definitive?
Card deal.
Yeah. So we talked about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that definitive was going to be Dutch auction
on the 8th.
and then they didn't do it. I don't know why. I haven't heard why, or I don't really care. I can't afford it either way. But now it's sold out. Did you say it was sold out on Tops for about there's $2,000, about $2,000
for a single hobby
top.
box? But if your pockets are that deep where they touching your ankles, card deal. They're actually going for $6,000, which you have not 1, not 2, but 3 hobby boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And in each hobby box, you are guaranteed 6 autographs and 2 mem cards.
Card deal, we're just jealous. Happy belated birthday to Tim, Trucker Tim. Awesome. He got Update and Bowman aren't that great. I've enjoyed Update. I haven't opened any blasters of it. I'd never found any around here. They've got packs of them in the Costco pack, so I've got some from there. Got some cool stuff. Card deal has opened some for me. I got a home field advantage. That was cool. I haven't got any archives. I did end up buying an already opened lunch pail one from Beast over at Firestarter Breaks. And he gave me a screaming deal on it. So he's giving me all the cards. It's already open, but I wanted one of the lunch pails. So I think it's the Babe Ruth lunch pail.
It's the Babe Ruth lunch pail. And
I'm
he's actually
excited.
throwing some stuff that wasn't a part of that lunch box also.
He's gonna hook it up with some bows and some other stuff because that's what he does. He had already eaten. He just sent me this painting back here, and he sent me some holiday cards like Corbin Carroll's and stuff like that, and Adley's. So that was super cool. So Bowman. Okay, I saw some Bowman Platinum. I didn't pick it up. I might go get one blaster of it because they're beautiful cards.
Mm-hmm.
They did raise the price. I used to like to get 1 mega box of it because they had the 2 autos, but they're like $90 now. And I'm just like, the autos are usually like prospect cards that might be good. I don't know. They're stickers. So beautiful cards, but the price, I might get a blaster of it and call it a day. If I even do that, I might just go on eBay and get my Boba Fett's and move from there. So I've got my
Lisa just posted that Volpe hit onto the Instagram for the Baseball Junkies.
Oh, she did. Okay, I'm like sitting here waiting in my email. Yeah, get it, girl. Get it, girl. Look at that with the scary black cats.
Yes.
Way to go, Lisa. That's so cool.
That is awesome.
That's so cool. Lisa, I got some Miggies. You want to trade? I'm just kidding, girl. I'm just kidding, girl. those
She said, "Oh yeah."
I got Miggies for you that are on their way. I got you a Costco Miggy. I'm gonna show you your Costco Miggy if I got it out right here. Yeah, I got one. I got two of them. I got one for you and one for 6G. But there's your Costco Miggy card. They're like a little bit thicker. It's going in your pile. You know the deal. You guys don't know Lisa. Check out Lisa Z for short, because God knows I'm not going to be able to say that last name. But she's got a fun little channel. She does card openings, and she's got a little black cat Jack that she does videos with. That's fun, and then occasionally she'll open racks from me and other people with lots of Miggy, and the Detroit Tigers are her guy and team.
I don't know anybody who's got a bigger Miggy PC than Lisa.
No, me neither. Comes with the membership because it's a Miggy. Nice one, John. Oh man. So what else came out, or what else was happening this week? There's a lot of things.
We did get into a break of Topps Archives. Can't really complain about that product. It was good. Seen a Volpe auto come out of it.
Oh yeah, that was cool. There's the baby boomers insert that's in Archives that's good looking. They got reverse negative short print cards, and it's they definitely made it fun. Those lunch pails are fun. Oh, they got 3D cards too. So the hobby boxes come with a set of
3D glasses,
3D glasses, and there's 3 or 4 cards,
about
3D cards,
that
come in the hobby boxes. So they got like a 3D thing going. I got one of the 3D cards. I got an Adley, so I'm pumped about that.
I got me a Julio.
Oh, there you go. You're set.
Yep.
Did you see that Julio? It's like a comic. Is it? I don't know if that's the one you got, but the comic looking one that comes out of that set. You see that?
I've seen it. I don't have that one. No.
Okay. Well, we'll have to get on top of that, because that's a cool card.
It is.
That is a cool card.
I mean, well, I think for right now, I'm done buying cards for right now, because I just dropped a
oh, you got a big boy
change. Yeah, I bought a big boy.
Yeah.
And I will post it on YouTube for everybody to see. But I did end up breaking the bank for a 2022 Topps Gilded PSA 9 gilded Julio Rodriguez. The guy wanted about $900 for it, and I said, no, not gonna happen. Okay, you keep your little. I'm gonna be nice. You keep your inflated prices to yourself. $350, take it or leave it. And he took it. So
nice, very nice. I'm pulling up the Archives like checklist right now because I'm curious. Good old Card Connection. Because I'm just curious what that. Oh, they had the Kings of Swing, and they got some cool inserts. Oh, the oversized.
I like the one that they have for the pictures though. What is it? Hilltop?
Yeah, Hilltop. Dang, I can't remember what it was called. It was one of those names that I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the Nolan Ryan. I believe it was.
We got Kings of Swing. And does it say here maybe?
Yep, Kings of Swing. Baby Bombers. Where is the checklist? Okay, here we go. Image variation, the white back variation, inverted, first year.
There's the lunch pails.
Fan favorite, auto premium, hit stars, double headers, hobby master, season's best, baby boomers, Tarzan 3D checklist, double headers, hobby master.
I just found a picture with all the lunch pails up here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's the 3D glasses. There's that baby boomers insert. That's an autographed one. They don't they don't all come with autos. This is in the lunch pails, I think the oversized cards. So these are larger cards, but they're like team cards. Pretty cool. This is what the 3D cards look like. Oh, here we go. Bleacher Reachers, Hilltoppers.
There you go,
Hilltoppers, Kings of Swing, and Leading Looters, and Number Crunchers. So, I mean, shoot, it's so much fun. I know the community is going to help me out with this. I need to buy some holiday boxes. I haven't seen any holiday boxes. I have a friend that checks all the stores for me all the time. I have a friend that collects Hot Wheels, and he'd be checking the stores all the time, and he checks cards for me when he goes. And he was at one Walmart the other day, and he's like, I saw a box, but it was crushed. And he's like, so I didn't get it. And I'm like, I still would.
Those are the ones you want to target.
Yeah, I know, but it's cool because I want to get 3 of them because I want one, and then I get one for my sister and brother-in-law, and we usually open them together on Christmas, like FaceTime or whatever. And because the Christmas ones are so much fun. And then today, yesterday, I don't think he's on YouTube. He's on Instagram, but KY Card Company, so short for Kentucky. Super awesome guy that I met through Instagram with the cards and stuff like that, sent me a handful of the ornaments.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
Card Deal said that he's got you if you need anything, any personal things.
Oh, I knew Card Deal was going to hook me up. I knew he was going to hook me up. But speaking of which, I did open one holiday box with Card Deal on his channel, and I got the Adley ornament. Nice. And look at this top loader that he put it in. Fancy. But then KY Card Company sent me. He must have heard me talking about putting these on my tree and stuff. I got me Matt Chapman for my A's. And that's what year I love these things. This is 2021. This is 2022. They did the trees. I got a Glaber. I got a Mookie. I got Clayton. And I got Aaron Judge back on the 2021. And then 2020, I got me a Nico rookie. I've got a Bo Bichette one from 2020 locked away. That's the only one that don't go on the tree. And Mookie. Ooh, Juan Soto. I didn't have it yet. I was going to say I should have sent that to Beast, but anyways. So there's going to be a picture this year of all these suckers on a tree.
And that's what this show is all about, Mr. Lucky. Yeah. Adrian and I, we mentioned early on that we were veterans, but ultimately this show was basically just paying homage to all those other individuals that made the sacrifice to put on the uniform to serve their country. Because I think I've mentioned it in a video of mine in the past, only 10% of the American population actually dons the uniform.
And Mr. Lucky is a veteran too. And I think he messaged me first. That's my Uncle Bobby. And he's a veteran as well. And I appreciate your support, you and my Aunt Judy. They're like they're kind of getting into cards, or at least baseball, interested, because they've been watching and supporting me, watching all our podcasts. They're here. They don't always chat, but they're here every Saturday. I know it. So super cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Band to the Basement is here. I have 349. Buy it now. Oh, I missed it. KY Card Company, Vaseline cards. No, I know. KY stands for Kentucky.
Yeah.
Where's the sticker? I got a sticker here. Hold on. It's got to be at least, there's one up here. Go check them out on Instagram, guys. cards, y'all. Cards. So, super good guy. What else we got here?
Well, upcoming, I am going to be recording a video tomorrow, opening up some update. So be on the lookout for that. Adrian's got a video that she's publishing here soon. I believe it's a PSA reveal.
And with
then
Jebin?
Wednesday,
Yep.
This Wednesday, normally 2:00 Eastern Standard Time, we got the SILCO thing going on. And this inventory is going to be off the chain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I still have a little bit of leftovers that's off the chain still. And then I might have some slabs from my recent order. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a video. I talked about it. One of the cards I got back came back as a 6. I'm going to talk about cracking that and sending it to, I think I'm going to go with tag this time for fun.
Maybe if you resubmitted the PSA, you may go from a 6 to a 10.
I know. Maybe I'll do that. And because I do have that PSA order going out, yeah. So I've got the PSA order or reveal with Jebin. Hopefully I get that out tomorrow. That's the goal. I will have the slab cracking coming up. I've got the Silco on Wednesday, as Mr. Fuego said. I do have I'm going to do another Costco box because I'm addicted. I'm good after this podcast. Now I'm staying in this room. I got to organize and go through cards. I've been working on Arnie's checklist, trying to go through and see what I've got for him. And once I do that, it helps me organize like this bomb that's gone off in here. I've got the office managers in here. She makes sure I'm hard at work.
Oh, Miss Laney.
Oh, Laney, always napping. Got her little blankie. And yeah. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. And
don't forget 10:30. Go on Don't Talk to Robots live stream.
Oh man, I'm gonna have that rolling. That's 10:30 your time. So 8:39. So I got another little less than an hour. Yes, Laney's the boss. Oh, Allison's here. My sister's here. Hey, sis.
Don't roast your sister, Allison, but she's been here since the beginning.
Has she?
Yes.
She's the best. Why didn't I see her chats?
Because that's your sister.
She's
do everything you can. We do everything we can to avoid our siblings.
She's rolling her eyes at me right now. She's gonna say in the comments, "I've been here the whole time,
dude. I've been here."
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
Oh, by the way, Allison, I did see some of the pictures you posted on Instagram of your husband. Did he have a parent's permission slip to put on that Army uniform? Because he looked barely old enough to vote. He looked like he was 15.
Yeah, shout out to my brother-in-law, Kyle. He's retired Army major, I think was the last he was.
He was a major.
I'm hoping that's the last one he was, but that was that was cool. Yeah. Cool dude. My sister's laughing. Oh, that's cool. My sister's here. My Aunt Judy's here. That's awesome.
Family reunion type deal.
Oh, yeah. You guys are all awesome. Appreciate you guys all for being here. What's everybody else ripping and looking at and doing? I'm trying to, like, my archives came out next week. Oh, you said you're opening Topps Update tomorrow, or you're working on a video?
Yes.
Which format? We're
doing ripping? Hangers.
Oh, hangers or bangers, baby.
Because I pulled a 101 out of a platinum hobby. Let's see if I could pull a 101 of any kind out of a hanger.
Fingers crossed for you, man. Did you see that acetate card out of 10 that Arnie pulled?
I did not.
Acetate. I think he I think he's got the video when he ripped it, I think. But I know I saw the short. He did a short of it. Acetate. Should I say who, Arnie? Maybe I shouldn't say. But I don't want to spoil it. It's a good rookie. I'll just say that. Banger. Okay. And that wasn't the only banger he ripped up. he got out of the Series 2 hobby boxes. So sick.
Francisco Alvarez. Okay.
Oh, did he say it?
Yes, he did.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool.
And Kenny said what he's got upcoming is he's going to go ahead and rip his holy shirt to throw in the garbage.
I need 37 cards to complete update. Jeremy, you got my email. Shoot me your number, your list, or maybe you have it on Discord. Put it on Discord, something. I'll look through mine and get those to you. Joe said, "Let's go Mets." I like Series 2 and retail update blasters. Yep. I've been enjoying you're the only ones that have ripped them for me, the update blasters, because I was trying to get a couple of those Halloween parallels or whatever, and I got some good ones. They've been pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the home field advantage out of. So
Okay.
perfect, Jeremy. Sounds good. Yeah. What's everybody else? What is everybody else in the chat? What are your channels doing? What else you guys got cooking? What's coming up? I know Card Deal has a break coming up. I think he posted it on Instagram. He might have just messaged me about it, and that's it. And maybe I'm not supposed to talk about it, but oh well, that was not specified. So here we are. And Ripping for Rookies Mike is going to have a Chronicles break coming up here soon. As we have said a number of times, later tonight, Doug's going to be live on Don't Talk to Robots. I know Nikki 2 times has been opening stuff like crazy. 3 Good Nerds. He's had some good videos come out. Don Mattingly's / cards saved from the garbage.
Yeah.
/ just fun family.
Oh, that's right. Collector's Dream was at the Palm Beach card show, and he posted a video.
Okay, that's going to be going on my list right now. I hope. Was it good, Collector's Dream? Did you enjoy it?
Card Deal just promoted his break. 23 Archives Hobby is live on the site. Half case, 25 a random team. Breaks Friday to kick off the show. And that's right. The 18th, both Matty Ice Cards and Sean the Jedi Master will be collaborating with Ripping for Rookies to do a card sale.
Thank you. That's next Saturday, I believe.
Yes.
Perfect. On Mike's channel, Ripping for Rookies, 18th, with Matty Ice and somebody else.
Sean the
Jedi Master card sale. Awesome.
Another shameless plug. Ripping for Rookies is only 6 subscribers away from 1,000.
Who is?
Ripping for Rookies.
Oh my God. You guys got to go over to Ripping for Rookies and sub to his channel. Great channel. Okay. If you're not super into baseball cards, maybe, or whatever, he also has been doing these spray paint art shorts.
Yes.
And stuff. I mean, you got 30 seconds. Check him out.
I just posted his channel in the chat.
There you go. Go sub to Ripping for Rookies Mike. Super awesome community member. Super nice guy. Fun channels. Dom is in the house. Shut it down.
What's up, Dom? Happy Wednesday, Dom.
Oh, heck yeah, Nikki wants to figure out about doing a sale sometime before Christmas. You got it.
Adam just advertised that Guess Who will be happening in a couple of weeks. Mail day, tons of banger cards from the community. 50 card PSA reveal soon. One last card sale deals for days.
Yes. Is your 50 card PSA reveal the cards from?
He's talking about what you sent in. Yes.
Okay, cool. I can't wait for that.
I'm looking forward to that one too.
Oh my God, dude. I don't know words. Vintage gold. That's all I'll say. Oh, I'm checking on the order right now because he brought it up. Yep. Still in grading, but moving along nicely. We've got another 20 card one that's in grading. I think you got cards. Oh, this other 20 card one, Dom has a card in it.
What?
Yeah, Dom has a card in it. Lisa Z has a card in it. That's mine. That's one of my black gold Bobachettes is in it. This is Kyle, my brother-in-law. So my brother-in-law's got bangers.
Of course he does.
Bangers.
Let me take a guess. It's Sapphire.
No, no, I know. Good guess though. You have A-Rods in this. Don't even remember.
No, I don't.
You won't remember because you actually never touched these cards.
Oh. Well, okay.
I've got another friend from work that's getting into cards that put these in. He's a little shy. I wanted him to come be on the channel and with Jebin,
Right.
but he's not ready. He's not there yet. So we'll get him there. He'll see. Oh. And as I scroll through, there is Sapphire for Kyle.
Of course.
That's a 20 card one. That's going to be good. And then I got another one I'm working on today. Oh God, I can't wait. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I don't know. It's like I've got some holiday ones that I feel like I want to send in, but I don't know.
It's funny how as much as you send in to PSA, their numbers are down. It's funny.
That is funny. And Beckett's numbers are up. Do you think they cross their communications and stuff like that to non-sports? Oh, that's interesting, Joe. He said
they are cheaper.
Yeah. So every once in a while I look at Garbage Pail Kids. I've never been a huge fan, but I do like the ones that they did that were the baseball set.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a Kurt Cobain one I've been looking at. You guys know I love Kurt Cobain. So that's cool. Joe, I feel like we might have talked about this, but I have a bunch of Elvis cards and some other music related ones. Might be interested in just getting those to you. I'm not trying to make money off of them. I'd rather just get them to somebody that would appreciate them. Band with family. Cool. Ooh, Magnus. The pre-war movie stars are fun cards to go. Oh, cool. Dude.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta stop talking because I'm so excited about it. I'll say it again. Canada 383, aka Magnus. We've been chatting this week. And if you guys don't know, if you haven't been watching the channel for a while, when we're chatting, big things are happening. Big things are coming.
Definitely.
That's all I'm going to say. My favorite music artist is Elvis. Is it Kenny? I'm a big Beatles fan. Who in the chat has heard the new Beatles song that just came out last week or checked it out? A brand new in 2023, a new Beatles song came out. Technology, man. Have you heard it?
Not I.
Are you a Beatles? Do you like the Beatles?
No.
No. You don't like the Beatles?
No.
Why? Who do you like? Old school.
Temptations.
Oh, I like the Temptations. Kyle Fox has heard the new Beatles song.
I guess glad you can make it and grace us with your presence there, Mr. Fox. I'm assuming your significant other told you that you look like a preschooler in an army uniform.
Here we go. What's up, Criterium Racer? I don't know if you have the wrong email address or what happened, but I still have your cards for you. I hope we're still friends.
Oh, we're on the big screen, Adrian.
What big screen?
According to Kyle, we're on the big screen.
Ooh, snap.
Man, I don't know, man. Last time I checked, we was on a jumbotron on a skating rink.
That was off the chain. I miss Brandon. Try 3 times. No, Criterium, hold up. You must have the wrong one because I've been checking it, waiting for you. Here's a different email. Try this email. Try that email.
But I did drop the link to the Baseball Junkies website. You know,
In the chat?
if you don't mind, go ahead and check out the website, drop a review, let us know what you think of the podcast if you're new to it.
Please.
If there's anything you want to see differently or something that you enjoy that you want us to keep doing, go ahead and drop it in there for us.
Please go check out the website and let us know, guys, anything. Either way, send us email, something, and let us know if you like it, if you don't like it, if there's something. Let's see. Arnie was telling me that our clips, their little,
Our segment breaks.
segment clips were too loud, and we didn't know they sounded the same. But I know sometimes with these editing programs and stuff like that, they're loud. So I did turn those down today. I don't know if you saw them, but hopefully they are better.
And plus, I don't wear my hearing aids during the podcast anyway, so it sounds fine to me.
Yeah, I might have the same problem and I don't even know it. So, but I did work on those, and yeah. Shoot, we're getting close. We're getting close to 2
Thank you,
hours.
Aunt Judy. We try.
Your guys' background looks good. Thank you. That was Mr. and Fuego. Better do one more shot for the veterans. It's
There
only
you go.
right. It's only right. Raise your glasses, everybody, whether it's apple juice or apple cider. Don't care.
Yeah, or fat-free water, Maddie.
Whatever you got, to the veterans.
Ugh.
Can't thank you guys enough for the continued support. Thank you for being here for the Veterans Day special. Thank you for being here every week for the podcast. Thank you for being at Mr. and Fuego's After Hours show.
Yeah, it does mean a lot.
It does. It means a lot to us, and you guys knew, like we're veterans. We talk about it a lot. It means a lot to us. It was a
challenge to go through doing this particular type of segment because, I'm sure you guys seen it on TV and heard it a lot. When you have individuals that's actually served in the military, they really don't like to spend time talking about what they've done in the service. But when we are in that predicament where we tend to get a little bit emotional about it because, for some of us who've actually served and everything like that, there's certain things that a lot of people do not get to see. And, I can attest, and I know Adrian can too. There's some things that we've seen in our careers that we wouldn't want to wish on anybody else who has never had that type of exposure to see. Some of us who's actually gone overseas with close friends and you made it home, but that close friend never did. So a lot of that stuff actually hits home, and we try to bottle that up because that's something that we want to hold near and dear to our hearts and just cherish the memories that we had and just keep it to ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yes. What Mr. Fuego said, 100%. Like, I know when I had him send me pictures, we were working on the intro for tonight's show. We had to take a minute after we watched it because we both were like, ooh, it hits. I mean, even when I'm talking to other vets, I feel like even you and I haven't really deep dove into our military careers together.
And I think we don't do it deliberately because it's a touchy subject.
100%. So if you're talking to another vet, like, I wouldn't be asking too many details about it. You have to ease into it, is my experience with anybody, because it's something when you're talking, you got to take deep breaths and work on and go, from there. Now I feel like it's very good to talk about it and get it out. And we've got our people that we do that, we work on it, but it's crazy. Even to this day, years later, when it's somebody new, it's like baby steps. I want the
Yes.
baby steps with everybody. So yeah, it's just throwing out there little tidbits. I know there's other veterans in here like Maddie. He said agreed. I'm thinking he's talking about it like baby steps. I don't know if you feel the
Yep.
same way. Like
Yeah, definitely.
and like it's crazy. Give Mr. Fuego full military career, 20 years exactly, or 20 plus.
22.
22 years. I only had 3 years, and still, now if we were talking about like military terms and all that stuff, he's gonna remember more than me, but I'll still have I'll still be like, oh, I get what he's talking about, but 3 years still, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Nikki, I never had personal loss from military. I hear of loss. Yeah. Because Nikki, the veterans, whether you served at the same time or not, or you served during the same whatever, we're bonded together with that military experience that you can get. I feel like nowhere else but the military, through your training, through the camaraderie, through the lifestyle. It's different.
I mean,
You're in the military. Civilians are different. I still feel like that sometimes. I'm like doing something where I'm like, civilians are different, and
they are.
It's cool. That's why we do this, so civilians and everybody can have good lives here in America. But that there's that bond, no matter what. You could be getting into an argument with somebody or something like that, and you find out they're a veteran, and you kind of you go back a notch, no matter what it's about.
Yeah.
You're like,
You
okay,
take a different approach. I mean,
yeah. So
I've always been told, and it takes a vet to deal with a vet.
yes. Oh, I agree with that 100%. 100%. Mentioning Pat Tillman. Oh, that's yeah, Jeremy. I gotta get me a nice Pat Tillman
Definitely.
card. Oh my God, Nikki, don't even bring that up. Don't even bring that up. I can't even handle those videos. Those videos, no matter what, 4 seconds in, I'm crying.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
The families, the dog ones too. Like I'm just like, oh my God.
It hits you in a way where you would not expect for it to hit you.
100%.
Honestly, I don't care how hard you are, how masculine your personality is, or whatever the case may be. As soon as you see something of that magnitude, you're gonna be in a fetal position, boo-hooing like you would not believe.
All right. I want to end on a
What's
happy
up,
note.
Peach State Explorer?
Oh, what? Peach State Explorer in the house? What's going on? Thank you for being here. All right, guys. We just hit 2 hours, and I just got a notification that Don't Talk to Robots is going to be live in a half hour. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much. Tonight's episode was special, and we appreciate you guys so much for being here. Mr. Fuego, thank you so much for doing this podcast with me week after week, and this one working as hard as you do with me. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for yours.
And you guys are awesome. Keep on collecting. Keep on doing what you love. Remember, it's about the great collection. Hey, no worries about being late. It's about being thank you for being here. We appreciate it. And collect what you love. It isn't about the money. And you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.